Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a riveting exploration of one of history's most significant events, the Manhattan Project. Today, we embark on a journey to understand the lives and roles of the brilliant minds behind this ambitious endeavor, with a particular focus on physicists Louis Slotin and J. Robert Oppenheimer and the tragic tale that unfolded within the confines of the project. The Manhattan Project, initiated in 1942 during the throes of World War II, was a top-secret research center in Los Alamos, New Mexico. It brought together a remarkable assembly of scientists and engineers, all working tirelessly under the leadership of physicist Robert Oppenheimer. Their mission? To harness the power of nuclear energy and develop the world's first atomic bombs. At the center of this remarkable team was physicist Louis Slotin, an expert in bomb assembly. As we delve into his character persona and role within the project, we will discover the moral dilemmas that haunted Slotin and the decisions that ultimately led to a moment of carelessness that claimed his life. This tragic incident not only marks a significant point in the history of nuclear technology but also serves as a timeless reminder of the ethical implications that accompany scientific progress. So, join us as we explore the twists and turns of the Manhattan Project, unravel the story of Louis Slotin, and uncover the reality behind his unexpected death. And not to forget the lessons this event holds for us today. J. Robert Oppenheimer, often referred to as the father of the atomic bomb, was a complex and multifaceted individual who played a pivotal role in the Manhattan Project. Born on April 22, 1904, in New York City, Oppenheimer displayed exceptional intellect and curiosity from an early age. His upbringing in a wealthy family provided him with access to quality education and cultural experiences, nurturing his love for literature, languages, and the arts alongside his scientific pursuits. Oppenheimer's early academic career showed promise as he excelled in mathematics and the sciences. He attended Harvard University, where he studied various disciplines, including chemistry, philosophy, and literature. His brilliance and inquisitive nature caught the attention of his professors, and he completed his Ph.D. in physics at the age of 23. In the late 1920s and early 1930s, Oppenheimer traveled to Europe to study with prominent physicists, including Max Born, Paul Dirac, and Niels Bohr. This exposure to cutting-edge research and the lively scientific community in Europe greatly influenced Oppenheimer's approach to physics and his perspective on the world. Upon returning to the United States, Oppenheimer began teaching at the University of California, Berkeley, where he made significant contributions to theoretical physics. He became known for his work on quantum mechanics and quantum field theory, earning him a reputation as one of the brightest theoretical physicists of his time. When World War II broke out, Oppenheimer's life took a dramatic turn. Due to his expertise in theoretical physics and his deep understanding of nuclear processes, he was recruited to lead the top-secret Manhattan Project in 1942. As the scientific director of the project, Oppenheimer brought together a team of brilliant minds to develop atomic weapons, with the ultimate goal of ending the war. Oppenheimer's leadership style was charismatic and inspiring. He had an uncanny ability to motivate and mobilize scientists from diverse backgrounds, fostering a collaborative environment at Los Alamos. Despite the immense pressure and challenges of the project, Oppenheimer remained focused and driven, guiding the team with a firm yet encouraging hand. His intellect and innovative thinking were instrumental in solving critical technical problems that arose during the project. He encouraged creative solutions and valued the input of his team members, fostering an atmosphere of open discourse and intellectual freedom. Oppenheimer's personal beliefs and political leanings also played a significant role in his role within the Manhattan Project. He was politically active and had left-leaning associations during the 1930s, which led to some scrutiny during the post-war period. His involvement with leftist organizations raised suspicions, and he faced accusations of communist sympathies, eventually leading to his security clearance being revoked in 1954 during the Second Red Scare. After the war, Oppenheimer became an advocate for international control and cooperation in the use of atomic energy. He expressed deep concern about the consequences of nuclear proliferation and urged for the peaceful application of nuclear energy. Despite his contributions to the success of the Manhattan Project, Oppenheimer faced complicated personal and political challenges in the aftermath of the war. His security clearance revocation and the controversies surrounding his political affiliations had a profound impact on his career and reputation. In conclusion, Robert Oppenheimer's personality and role in the Manhattan Project were defined by his extraordinary intellect, charismatic leadership, and dedication to scientific progress. He was a brilliant physicist and visionary leader who played a critical role in shaping the course of history through his involvement in the development of atomic weapons. However, his life and legacy were marked by the complexities of personal beliefs, political affiliations, and the ethical dilemmas that accompanied the development of such powerful technology. The tragedy that befell physicist Louis Slotin on May 21, 1946, at Los Alamos, New Mexico, was a result of a grave accident during a routine demonstration of the critical assembly, a setup used to test the reactivity of a plutonium core. During this demonstration, Louis Slotin, an expert in bomb assembly and a key figure in the Manhattan Project, was giving a tour to Alvin Graves, the scientist who was slated to replace him. The critical assembly consisted of a plutonium core and two hemispherical neutron reflectors made of beryllium. The purpose of the demonstration was to bring the core to a stable rate of reactivity and hold it there, akin to starting a car's engine and allowing it to idle. As Graves observed the assembly with curiosity, Slotin offered to run through the process for him. Nearby, Ramer Schreiber, a colleague of Slotin's, also stood watching. Slotin carefully manipulated the assembly, using a screwdriver for support, to control the reactivity by lowering the upper hemisphere over the plutonium core, thus reflecting neutrons back into it. There are conflicting reports about what went wrong. Some witnesses later said that Slotin's approach on this occasion was improvised, while others argued that what he did was perfectly normal. According to an official report by Schreiber, Slotin acted too rapidly and without adequate consideration, but others in the room remained silent, effectively agreeing to the procedure. As Slotin lowered the upper hemisphere, tragedy struck. A blue flash filled the room, accompanied by a sudden heat wave. The screwdriver slipped, and the plutonium core went prompt critical, a condition where the reaction became uncontrollable and dangerously rapid. Slotin swiftly attempted to flip the upper reflector away from the core, but it was too late. The criticality excursion resulted in an intense burst of radiation. Immediately after the accident, the room fell silent as the scientists grasped the gravity of the situation. Slotin, aware of the severity of his condition, calmly said, "You'll be okay," to Graves, attempting to reassure his replacement. However, he himself knew the dire consequences of his actions. The aftermath of the incident was chaotic. Scientists gathered outside the room, while Slotin sketched a diagram of where each person had been standing during the accident. Schreiber, who had been further away, went back inside to collect radiation readings and his jacket. The exposure to high levels of radiation, in such a short span, had a profound impact on the scientist's physical and emotional state. Despite medical efforts to save him, Louis Slotin succumbed to acute radiation sickness 9 days later. His death was a tragic loss for the scientific community and a stark reminder of the dangers inherent in nuclear research. The accident had a lasting impact on those present, particularly Graves and Schreiber. Graves suffered severe radiation exposure, resulting in permanent impairment of vision in his left eye and prolonged recovery time for his sperm count. Schreiber, who had witnessed a similar accident the year before, was haunted by the tragic events that unfolded once again. In the wake of the tragedy, the Manhattan Project continued its research, and safety protocols were revised to prevent similar accidents in the future. The incident served as a powerful reminder of the immense responsibility that accompanies scientific discovery, urging scientists to prioritize safety and ethical considerations in their pursuit of knowledge and progress. The notion that J. Robert Oppenheimer might be responsible for the death of Louis Slotin stems from the belief that Oppenheimer's leadership and advocacy for the development of nuclear weapons indirectly contributed to the tragic accident. However, it is essential to recognize that while Oppenheimer played a significant role in the Manhattan Project and the subsequent proliferation of nuclear arms, he cannot be directly blamed for Slotin's death. Instead, the responsibility lies with the decision to pursue nuclear weapons in the first place, which had far-reaching consequences beyond the laboratory accident. 1. Leadership in the Manhattan Project. Oppenheimer's charismatic leadership and scientific acumen were instrumental in the success of the Manhattan Project. As the scientific director, he brought together an elite team of scientists and engineers, fostering an environment of collaboration and innovation. However, some argue that his unwavering commitment to the project, despite ethical concerns, may have indirectly contributed to the tragic outcome. 2. Ethical dilemmas. Oppenheimer faced significant ethical dilemmas during the Manhattan Project. He was well aware of the destructive potential of nuclear weapons and the devastating impact they could have on civilian populations. Despite this knowledge, he continued to push forward with the development of atomic bombs, driven by the urgency of World War II. Oppenheimer's moral struggle raises questions about the responsibility of scientists and leaders when confronted with the potential consequences of their work. 3. Pushing nuclear arms. The Manhattan Project's success in creating atomic bombs ushered in the nuclear age, leading to the proliferation of nuclear weapons worldwide. The decision to use atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki marked a turning point in history and forever changed the nature of warfare. The subsequent arms race during the Cold War era further underscored the devastating potential of these weapons. 4. Oppenheimer's regrets. In the aftermath of World War II, Oppenheimer expressed deep regret over the use of nuclear weapons. He became an advocate for international control and cooperation in the use of atomic energy, emphasizing the need to prevent further nuclear proliferation. While some view this as evidence of his personal responsibility, it also reflects the broader ethical complexities surrounding the development and use of nuclear weapons. In conclusion, while J. Robert Oppenheimer's role in the Manhattan Project and his leadership in pushing nuclear weapons cannot be ignored, it is crucial to recognize that Slotin's death was a tragic accident and not a direct result of Oppenheimer's actions. The blame for the accident lies with the decision to pursue nuclear arms and the inherent risks associated with nuclear research. The story of Oppenheimer and Slotin serves as a sobering reminder of the ethical considerations and consequences that arise from scientific advancements with far-reaching implications. Ultimately, it is essential to reflect on the broader implications of our choices and actions, particularly when it comes to the pursuit of knowledge and the development of powerful technologies. As we conclude this captivating journey through history, the tragic tale of Louis Slotin serves as a poignant reminder of the ethical dilemmas that accompany scientific progress. The puzzle of justice will continue to unravel the mysteries of the past and explore the profound lessons they hold for our future. If you found this exploration intriguing, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, The Puzzle of Justice, for more thought-provoking videos that shed light on the fascinating stories that shape our world. Together, let's continue seeking knowledge, understanding, and a brighter, more responsible future. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, stay curious and keep unraveling the puzzle of justice.